So far, the crew has cleared every hurdle naysayers have placed in their way. Columbus would be home to one of the 10 inaugural teams. Columbus has outperformed much larger cities. The true success indicator has been from the fans.
Well, it's going night out.
Hello and welcome to the club. I'm not your host, Mars. I'm Ben, you idiots. This is the Upper 90 Club, a roundtable podcast where friends discuss the Columbus Crew. I am in a garage in Florida and I look like I'm inside of a snake. So if the audio sucks, I blame Florida.
The snake.
The basilisk. We were just talking about Harry Potter. On this show, we've got some things to talk about, but first off, we would love to welcome in Tommy Bahama from Florida.
No, just Cleveland. Just about an hour and a half away from you guys.
Okay, so it's Tommy Bahama, because that's all I see here in Florida. How are you doing, Tommy?
Is that what you're wearing? Are you wearing Tommy Bahama? Did you just borrow that from Don?
I was supposed to go to the restaurant, Tommy Bahama, and I guess it's like a super expensive, nice restaurant. And I can't believe that's a thing.
Ben,
Tommy Bahama shirts are like...
They're expensive.
Like $600.
Yeah, they're like really expensive.
What? I thought they were like cheap Walmart, like,
no.
like what I'm wearing.
No.
Ben looks like Florida man.
Yeah.
He's just Florida man.
Tommy Bahama is like $120 a shirt. Minimum, probably.
Does it look like this? Like the
but they're silk polyester blend. Very nice. Very nice.
Would you buy a $150 dress shirt?
Absolutely not.
No,
well,
but we buy $150 kits every year.
I take that back. Yes, I would buy a $150 dress shirt if it was like it's like part of a suit stapled to a wardrobe kind of thing. But
it depends on what it's made of.
Yeah, I can't really like yell. I did get my voice back, kind of. My throat still hurts, but I'm in the garage.
Do it. I can't pull it off.
That's because you're not what it's made of.
I'm so happy it like cut you.
Did it? Yep. What's going on with the
100%.
Oh man! Amazing. Well, that didn't cut me out in the garage. I got some nice acoustics in here.
I bet you.
I'm sweating so bad.
Elon came running and said, "Dad, are you okay?"
Just right now.
Yeah, they're upstairs. The spring breaks are up still. So.
Well, yeah. So we got Haas, Trey, Mort, say hi. We don't really care.
Hello.
But it's all about Tommy. We got the Tommy back. Everybody loves Tommy.
What's up, Tommy?
Ready for another Columbus ass whooping. Because that's what Columbus does to Atlanta.
When's
the last time Atlanta's beat Columbus?
In Columbus?
I think the last time I've seen a Atlanta win in Columbus, it was Old Crew Stadium. I don't think they've won. And I think there's been a couple draws, but that everything else has been that Star Wars night where it was like a 7-1 game. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see that again. I think when we played home and away, we won 4-1, and then you guys beat us in Atlanta.
Yeah,
like a Mercedes-Benz.
And July 20th, 2024, Atlanta beat Columbus 2-1 at home.
Wow. Did you go to the U.S. game? Wasn't the U.S. game in Atlanta? Also, you're not in Atlanta. You're in Cleveland.
What's strange with that team? Gregerson had 2 goals in that game, of all things. The defense.
Dion. Oh, I was at that game. That's right. I flew in for that game. And Nagbe, and the only reason why we won that game is Nagbe didn't play. That was like I remember seeing like after it there was like a stat of when Nagbe plays and when he doesn't play, like what your record is, and now it's all making sense because you don't have Nagbe anymore, and that's what your record is.
Yeah, that actually kind of.
We played with Makan and Savatsky in the middle of the field.
Weird, wild.
Yep.
Well, we'll get into that here in a little bit, but first, I want to just start by kind of going over what is happening in Atlanta. Last year, you guys spent $100 billion, had the best team, I thought, and then completely crapped out of nowhere. So how's this season going?
Well, you brought Tata Martino in, which
we like. We like him.
You do, but like most time when you hear a sports story and you hear like an old player coming back home or a coach coming back, usually you don't see that same type of success. And we saw that last year with Miguel Almiron coming in, and basically, I mean, I think he's like last year he was like the 5th highest player in MLS, or highest paid player in MLS, which is insane.
Correct, yeah.
How much money they gave him. It was absolutely wild on how much money they gave him. And then you gave a bunch of money to Latte Lath.
Right.
And those two were supposed to change everything with Atlanta, and it hasn't. It's been, I don't want to say it's a, well, I'll say it. It's a bust with how much that you're paying both these guys.
Correct.
And has it gotten better this year? It's gotten better for one game. You know, they started 0-3 and then had a win and then had a 0-0 draw against DC. And
the win was against the winless Philadelphia.
Correct. And the offense looked good, and like the vibes were getting back up. Like, all right, I think would they score? Was it 4 goals?
3-1 against Philly.
3-1 against Philly. Yeah. So, and then you go to and then you score 0, and it's like, okay, well it's a little expected of what teams used to do at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, because teams used to come there with Tata Martino and say, you know what, we're going to leave with the 0-0 draw, or we're going to get 1 goal and just park the bus. And basically that was what DC did, is they just parked the bus the entire game, and it was boring. Like one of the worst games I think I've watched.
5 goals in 5 games for you guys. You actually have exactly the same goal difference that we do, but you actually managed to win a game. So
that must be nice.
Play Philly. That's all
game.
it's going to take you to cure things.
All eyes on this game this week.
No eyes, you mean?
All right, Tupac, calm down.
For your eyes only.
Mm-hmm. Oh. OnlyFans, for your eyes, OnlyFans.
Is there any light in the end of the tunnel? Is it a change? So they're going through. I mean, it's kind of a similar situation, except we have somebody that proven in MLS, and you have players that are proven in MLS versus us that have a fresh coach and fresh players, right?
Yeah, they're only paying 2 DPs, and we're only paying 1 worthless DP. So
we've had 3 DPs.
No. I mean, but you got 2 that suck. We got 1. So
yeah, we only got 1 that's
Almiron starts,
not playable.
So does Latte Lath.
I tell you what, I'll take Almiron and Latte Lath for Daniel Gastag.
Oh yeah,
all day long.
Do you want that deal, Tommy? Do you want that deal?
Tommy?
I will pass. But thank you for the offer.
We can make
you're past gas. Is that what you said?
No.
Past gas.
No, but like that's the thing about Atlanta United. Like every year since they've been created, they spend a ton of money, and you got all these results. You have all these expectations, and they just haven't been able to hit it. Mostly since 2019.
Yeah.
You know, they had a couple playoff appearances, but they're one and done. I know they beat Miami, which that was like an outlier there, especially when like you went into that series with 1 legit DP, and you know it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle for there. Now it has gotten better. For some reason, Tata Martino did not start Stian Gregerson. We talked a little bit about him before, and he's a TAM defender, but he brought in a couple of his own guys, and it just hasn't. They were allowing goals, and since Stian Gregerson's come in, they allowed the 1 goal against Philadelphia, and then they had a clean sheet against DC. It was baffling why he wasn't getting the start. Like the problem with Stian is that he just hasn't been healthy. He's missed a lot of games with injuries, but when he's healthy, he should absolutely play. And now that he's playing, it's back-to-back games, only 1 goal allowed. Hopefully it's a change. Now, the one nice move that they made is they did pick up a midfielder, Galarza. And that guy is legit in the midfield. Like when you see him, like he's been making some fantastic passes, and it's been making the midfield dynamic, because the midfield that they have right now is just a bunch of dudes, and they're like all like B-, C+ guys. But when Galarza came in, his first appearance, you watch the midfield and you're like, oh, like we joke around in Atlanta. Is he the Nagbe replacement? Everyone's the Nagbe replacement. We've been saying that. When did Nagbe come back to you guys?
I don't know. We're still looking for a Nagbe replacement. Yeah.
Yeah, and like we've been calling everyone the Nagbe replacement, but he's been really good and has made the attack look dangerous.
River Plate player. I noticed that he's on loan, and it already says back from loan in July 2026.
Oh, I think that's just a dumb salary MLS salary thing to make that go through here. But if they don't make it go through, I mean, fans are going to riot because he's one of the good players that they've brought in. And basically every player they brought in since Tata Martino's come in, because the one thing Tata's been known for is like he's got a sticker book of players that he likes. And when he brings them in, they're usually pretty good. And the summer transfer window that Atlanta had last year was real bad. Like they brought in guys, they sold a bunch of young players, brought in some more expensive players that just didn't live up to it. And now we're stuck with terrible contracts. And Tata Martino comes in and brings in, I think, 4 players, and all 4 have been pretty good, except Hoyos, our new goalie that replaced Brad Guzan. I hate him. I have never hated a player as much as I hate.
36 years old.
Coming off injury.
Didn't you guys had kind of an up and coming young goalkeeper that stepped in a couple times? He had some hard moments, but he had also looked like he had some talent. Yeah.
He really didn't have, he didn't have it. I mean, for the bad team that he was on last year, Jaden Hibbert is the young goalie of the future. And we thought when the season started, or when the preseason started, it'd be a competition between Grandpa coming off an injury and young player that played, the last half of the season. But they just gave it to Hoyos before preseason started, and like the guy holds on to the ball so. It's like your controller freezes, like right, and while it runs, and all of a sudden, like you get a last juice of battery that just allows that pass at the last second, and it is frustrating. Like there's going to be a time where he's just going to hold on to it too long. It's just going to be a tapper for anyone, but hopefully it does not happen against you guys.
Well, so maybe we'll have a Tiari come through and steal the ball off him and score.
Yeah, we talked about DPs. Miranchuk looked like he's having a good season. He's a player that I really like.
He's a baller.
Yeah, that's kind of the player I feel like we're missing.
Do you guys play a 4-3-3?
We have, yeah. I mean, we've been playing a 4-3-3. It's been so. Real quick about Alexei Miranchuk. Last year, about 6 to 8 games in, I don't want to say 6-7. Trying to avoid that. Trying to let that die away here.
Yeah, you're cool.
No, there's just too many. I have kids in the house that do it all the time. Screw that.
So tight.
Alexi came in and he was the only DP against in the Miami series, but then he comes in the next season and he's just slow. He's not doing anything. And we had like every MLS announcer come on and say, "What does this guy do? Like, does he what position does he play?" And nobody really knew what he played. He wanted to be the 10, but then they were putting him out at the wing. At times, Miguel Almiron wanted to play the 10. And when you play like EAFC and like you move a player into the wrong position, like it goes their score goes down or their stats go down.
Yeah.
Every player right now, like Miguel Almiron wants to play the 10. He's on the left. He's on the right. Alexei Miranchuk has moved from the 10 over to the other wing at times. Like every guy's playing like outside of what their natural position is, and it's beyond frustrating.
We're playing Diego Rossi on right back at the moment, I think. So
yeah, dude. Yeah.
So we feel you.
But Alexi's been doing good this season. I think he's got 3 goals.
Yep.
And he's been playing. He's been one of the best players for Atlanta. And he didn't play the first 2 games. Both games were coming off the bench. There was questions about it, but they said it was just coming back from an injury.
He was sleepy.
Tommy, have you watched any of the Crew games?
I watched a little bit. Did you guys play Portland?
Yeah, that was the first game. Portland was the first game of the season.
Yeah, that was the one I watched.
Yeah, that was probably the only one that might have been kind of worth watching. The first
back and forth, yeah.
Oh, I saw the last minute Nashville? Was it Nashville? You guys, they scored on you in the last
and Portland.
Yeah, and Nashville is going to do that with a lot of people, and they're flexed. Of course, they start with the backups and put in their starters, and like, okay, we're ready to win it.
Dude, Nashville's
They're going to win it all, guys.
Yeah,
that's who
I
have my
wouldn't.
money
I
on.
wouldn't doubt it. They look very, very, very good, and the backup. They have depth. They have people coming in that can do the job, similar to what we had a couple of years ago. So,
Dang.
no,
So it sounds like a lot of the same stuff that we're dealing with, like bad contracts, people that are kind of coming good but not really.
but didn't spend that kind of
Almiron's
money.
No,
But you're still locked up. It's like it's not about the money. It's about the spots, right? And we have at least one spot that is wasted, and you might have one or two spots that now are struggling a little bit, right? And you can't really pay them out easily. The long-term contracts too, or
Miguel Almiron's on a decent contract. Yeah, I mean, all the DPs are going to be here for a while. I think Alexei Miranchuk is the shortest, and I think he's got one season left after this, but he's got a few options.
this is an option.
But
No big deal.
I mean, Atlanta's got money. So when you look at buyouts and you look at teams out there, if you've got the money, you should be absolutely, especially with 2 buyouts now, like teams should be absolutely using that. Now you have to have a good owner though to be able to say, yeah, I'm willing to eat that. But when you got Arthur Blank out there, that's still probably paying Matt Ryan a bunch of money, and he's been gone for years. Well, now he's the VP or president of football or whatever. But like these contracts are so minimal compared to the NFL. I mean, same with you guys. I mean, it's the Browns, and they're paying Deshaun Watson until 2050.
Dude, bad business,
oh my god,
dude.
that's a good
Don't even
point.
get me started.
You see this season as being, because I think we all thinking about this, is there's going to be a lot of changes in the middle of the season this year. Just being a World Cup year, we know there's a couple of players probably on our team that might be maybe moving on during the summer, and hopefully some that we are forcing to move on during the summer. Do you think the same for you guys, or?
I think Tonto's going to want to be able to pick one of his DPs for sure. I think if he's what he's building and the players have been bringing in, have working out real well. But when you got these DPs, you got him. It's a hard decision on which one's going to go, because when you sign Miguel Almiron, when you sign a club legend back, it was only 2 years, but like he was one of the most popular players there. When you bring someone back like that, and then you maybe have to get rid of him after a couple of years because he's just not the guy that he was, 10 years ago when he was here.
Yeah, no kidding.
It looks real bad. Like your fan base is going to turn on you. But like the stability of Atlanta United has just not been there over the years. You've had 7 coaches, it feels like, in like the past 4 years. Garth Lagerwey got cancer, which he's cancer free now, so that's awesome.
That's good.
Hey, there you go.
Awesome.
But he's gone. He doesn't work for the club anymore. Chris Henderson from Miami is now the general manager, and yeah, I mean it's been a lot of people in and out here. But Tanta's here for 2 more seasons after this. The warp speed season next season, and then the year after that.
Oh, yeah.
Unless he gets a mysterious illness and has to quit again. But they want to be able to have some success before he's gone. And I think the only way you do that is by getting rid of these bad contracts that you have, whether it's a DP, a TAM player, a U22, whatever it is. You got to be able to take advantage of the time that you have with them.
You must have option. I'm laughing looking through your squad, because I was like, is Miguel Almiron, is he kind of like the Savatsky of your team? Because when you go football, it's like right wing, left wing, striker, right midfield, left midfield, attacking midfielder, center midfielder. It's like it's the whole line.
He just plays
of,
on
like,
vibes.
roles he playing. He plays wherever he wants to. It's really
and that was last year. Him and Miranchuk kept running into each other. It was like watching like Mighty Ducks or Angels in the outfield, where they just nobody knows what they're doing and they just crash into each other. That's exactly what happened to them last season, because Miguel's like, I want to be the 10. Well, I'm not moving to the right, and they would just like, there was like a couple times where like they run into each other. The one guy misses the ball, and the other one kicks it in. Like it was a fake out that obviously was not planned.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
One guy I'm not looking forward to. Yeah, one guy I'm looking forward to seeing is Tristan Moyamba in the midfield. Is my absolute favorite player in Atlanta, and I mean favorite not in a good way.
That playoff series. Oh,
You were so mad at Aiden Morris.
I hate Aiden Morris because I think it was game 1, and like Aiden was just falling down left and right. It was a windy night in Columbus. I get it. I get it.
Falling down.
Oh, did he get hurt?
You would have thought it was Portland. We hit with axes. That's how he was hacked. Jeez.
Yeah, man.
Anyways.
I'll go to my grave saying that dude was hacked by William. Like the fact that he was still playing at the end of the game.
The thing I always say, when you know you kind of like somebody hate one of your players, you know you have the right kind of player. That's kind of a compliment. People are like, oh man, I can't stand that guy. It means like he does
it's
something.
Like Richie
good
Larea or like I don't know. I'm not convinced.
That was the first one that came to your mind?
No. Piet.
Piet.
Yeah.
Bug Eyes. Yeah.
Let's just come out and say we're just Canadian players. We just hate Canadian players. It's fine.
French.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
One guy that I would expect to start though that you should keep an eye on is Cooper Sanchez. Young academy kid coming up. I think he's 17 right now.
Yeah, his name's Cooper. Of course, he's 17.
Cooper Sanchez.
18.
Really? It's like it's not Cooper Smith. It's like Cooper Sanchez. It's like Dylan Sanchez. It just doesn't flow.
Yeah.
Hey, he got the start game 1, and he's been. Because we had midfielders hurt, and I didn't think he was going to play after that. But he just keeps getting the start, and he's a physical young kid. He's in that midfield. He's hitting, bumping into guys, and
him and Taha can go
impressive.
Battle of the youths.
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering. Dude, crazy numbers on your team. Like,
18.
Galarraza or whatever, 88. Sanchez is 48. Miracek's 59. Jacob is 55. What's happening?
It's Jacob. Okay, don't pronounce it correctly.
I don't care.
Ding.
Disagree. Oh, disagree. I'm not going to write that down.
Is he American?
Well, who? Jacob?
Yeah, Jacob.
I don't think so.
Is that his first name or last name? Can't trust a guy with 2 first names.
Is it a hard J or a soft J? Jakob.
Could be.
Who even knows?
Oh,
yeah, for some reason, man, I think it's a bummer that both of us haven't started out strong. I'm really worried about the rest of the season. I was hoping the crew could, cash in on these wins before this break, or because you didn't have that high of a turnover, right? Like neither did we. I thought we could hit the ground running. Well, you had Tata, so I guess it's a different world. New manager bounce.
I mean, you've got about 4 or 5 new starters this year than what you had, and you've kept a lot of players, but now some of those guys are on the bench here for some of Tata's guys. So that's why I said I think every team should be using their buyouts every single season. Like, if you don't use your buyout, I don't understand what you're doing there. Whether even it's just like a long contract that you want to get rid of, or a U22 that's not working out, whatever it is. Like, I think if you're there's usually a guy or 2 that you can to move on from, unless you're one of the top teams out there. But that's what I want to see is significant change, because when you're going through a change like both of our teams are, and you bring in a new coach, you got some guys there that just don't fit the system anymore. And some of those guys, if whether they're not playing, their value goes down, and you can't move on from them. So you got to do something, and that's what the buyout's for.
Some of them never fit the system, and some of them don't get any minutes. Yeah. And
I guess the positive thing for you is that Tata's first season was 42% win percent back in for Paraguay when he was a national team coach. After that, he's always been above 50%. And obviously peaking with Barcelona and, of course, Atlanta too in Argentina. But because you're at 20% right now. So ahead of us, might I add, because we got 0% win percent.
Dude,
We have 2
struggle bus.
points?
We got 2 points, 2 ties.
Yeah.
Winning is hard.
It's-
Winning is very
Dude,
hard.
it's rough going through the change here. And like you
This
guys
is a
moving
6-pointer.
on. Yeah.
Cool. Great. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a blast. Let's switch things up. Let's go ahead and do the predictions. You guys want to do predicts? Brought to you by Crew Cat.
All right, let's talk about D's
I
next
don't know.
game.
I thought I
You got to
was.
think about that.
I'm already sweating.
Man, I don't even know. Like,
Buckle up, Buttercup.
My tongue is sweating.
I'm not good at doing things.
You're dumb.
All right. We have.
Wait, someone wrote a paragraph?
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
yeah,
read
dog.
it. Don't read it.
2-1 people. Jesus Christ.
All I see is beats off the hard. That's all I see in Trey's there.
Yeah, well, things happen. All right, we'll start with Tommy. 1-1. You think it's going to be a tie? Hey, do we have Mars's? Did we put Mars's in here? Yeah, put Mars's in there. All right, 1-1 tie. You think it's going to be a tie? Oh, yeah. There doesn't seem like a lot of positive stuff in here. Anything to add to that? Who do you think's going to score?
Moranchuk.
Yeah,
I think he's
No,
going to tie it late.
We meant for the crew.
Oh.
I think he both Moranchuk as well.
Yeah, Moranchuk.
Own goal.
Is it going to be your goal?
Own goal? Yeah, Hoyos just...
It's going to be the goalkeeper. He holds on to
It
it.
could,
so on the-
very well
Great
could
job,
be.
man. What a dude.
He takes a nap because he's 80 years old. He just falls asleep.
Hey, man, sleepy time. Haas, you
All
say
right.
1-1. Crew can't keep a clean sheet. Anything to add to that?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Mort, even better. You say 0-0 snooze fest. We all suck in Atlanta.
We ALL suck in ATL.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I didn't know I had to spell it out.
No, you didn't know, but now you know.
Okay. I like it better. I like it better. I don't like 0-0. Man, it's gotta
No,
be.
it's terrible.
it's
I
gotta
like
be
0-0.
snappy.
We don't let in any goals. Actually, that's win.
Oh, no, it's not. It's a tie. Trey says 2-1. Columbus beats off the hard fought pressure that the red and black apply to the back line. The Crew is able to last until the end and brings it home with a bang. La, 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 to get their season's
Did you write this
first
sexual on
win.
purpose?
Oh yeah.
The
Okay,
I don't
Tom
think he
is-
did.
No, he did.
I don't think. No, like there's
no,
a serious
he-
face here. Like he's
No,
not even breaking character.
Tommy, 100% he did.
That's when you know he's happy. He's got a
See, I don't know
serious
him
face.
enough to get it, but like he's got a poker face. I would never play poker with this guy
Yeah,
ever.
no, you never want to have sex with him either because
I
that's
think the problem.
I didn't know that was on the table, but thank you, sir.
It's always on the table. This is Upper 90 Club.
Yep.
I don't know if he's
Tommy,
enjoying
you
this or
never know
not.
when it's coming. It's just coming. I'm just going to sit back and take it. Enjoy it.
No, so let me get this straight. We're playing in Atlanta, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I
so
mentioned nothing about burning the city down, so go ahead.
2-1 is a loss.
Yeah, technically
I'm
that's a loss.
sorry. I'm
Nope.
sorry.
Nope,
I
can't
did
take it
dot
back.
you down for a 1-2.
Yeah, it's 1-2. I completely say Columbus wins.
I forgive you.
Well, you didn't say they win. You said they beat off.
No, I said to get their first win
Which
of the
is
season.
a win. Okay, well, I said 2-1. Proper 2-1 because I'm a gentleman and I understand how scoring works.
You
I
think
say
we're going to
2-1.
lose?
Crew, oh yeah, Crew continues to watch Scrambled Kissing. Pass that gas and figure it out, Bez, baby. Yeah, I don't think we go down to turf. Some of our team has traveled.
It's grass.
It's not a turf, it's grass
It's grass right now.
Yep.
Well, turf is slang for grass in Spanish.
It was dying when I was there. Like that was like the first match that was there, but you could already see like little spots dying out there. They're still trying to figure that out.
There's like
That's why
a
they put it
temporary
down.
Grass.
Figure it out. They're just painting it.
That's kind of what I thought. Didn't the U.S. play there? Was Atlanta? Did that?
Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
the U.S. played.
It didn't look bad.
No, it's fine.
U.S.
Painted
looked
up
bad.
Had some.
Yeah,
empty
they painted
seats
over
going
the.
on,
Yeah, lots
See-
of empty seats. But, you know.
especially. The
I mean, it
expensive
looked
ones.
pretty good. I think
That
I think
was-
they
no,
said there
that
was
was
like
like
66,000 or something.
Yeah. It was probably 90% full. I think that's right.
Yeah.
It's a good game. Does anybody have what
That means
Mars
a lot
said?
of people wasted their money.
Well, there's one person we need to hear from. That's Dosa Unabutt.
Prediction: Columbus Crew will beat Atlanta United 2-1 because Flashy doesn't travel. Grit does. They really lean into the grit piece, doesn't?
How's he going to work in Norway?
I don't know. I haven't asked it. Atlanta United will line up early at home, feeding up the crowd and grabbing the first goal. Big energy, big noise, big expectation. But the Columbus Crew won't blink. In the 58th minute, Wessam Abdurraqib will quiet the stadium with a composed finish, turning Atlanta's momentum into nervous murmurs. Then in the 86th minute, Diego Rossi, again the only two people that scores for this team, will deliver the dagger, a smooth curling winner that sucks the air out of the building.
Throwing again. Go ahead.
Yeah, it sends the crew faithful into takeover mode. Final score: Columbus 2, Atlanta 1. Moral:
Oh God.
they'll
It's not
start
a
with
moral.
it's
Go
a
ahead.
rhyme. They should call it a rhyme. I don't know.
It's not a moral.
Well, anyways, they'll start with a roar and think they're big. Oh, hold on. They will start with a roar and think they're big gun, but the crew will take the road and still get it done. Oh my Lord. I haven't read this through. I'm taking this on the spot, and no, it's not great.
Hey, I will say the 2-1 bot did my NCAA bracket, and he had Duke winning, and that obviously
Duke
is
took a
not going to
Duke
happen.
today.
Yeah, I had
Great game.
2-1 bot doing mine, and I was looking really good until I texted Haas today and said, how you like your money? Because I had Houston.
Yeah,
Man.
I'm going to.
Duke lost that game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
UConn
were
had with the
ahead by like
buzzer
Turned the
beater.
ball over mid-court for no reason. Like,
Yeah.
Wow. I turned it off and went to Target. You know, it's what we do
It was
on
an
Sunday.
awesome game. Like 5 seconds left.
Oh,
like
no,
almost-
it was really good. Like, I was enjoying it a lot.
And I had UConn, but that's the last point I will earn in this bracket.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, I didn't
It's
fill
possible.
the bracket out. I don't believe
I don't
in
even
gambling.
know.
Did you guys do your Frozen 4 brackets?
Yeah.
nope.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, should
I got a University of
College
Wisconsin
hockey.
Madison winning it.
Hmm.
Don't even know if they're in it.
Frozen
Dude,
4?
he's
That's
so good at it. He's so good at like lying. He's so good at it.
What he does for a living.
Yep.
But like, are you a
You'll be
lawyer?
fine. No, I'm a nurse.
Same thing.
I don't
know
believe
what
you,
they say.
because
That
you
is
said if you
nurses'
work for
labs.
Ben, he
Yeah, that is the God's honest truth.
He's a
He's a
nurse.
doctor.
100%.
A
Doctor.
nurse.
I'm a director of nursing for a home health agency that Ben is the administrator for.
You're like hurt, laying on the bed, and you're like,
Yeah.
I need help. And then
You're
in
writing
comes Trey.
this down.
You're like, yeah, yep.
You'll be
just
fine.
use the pillow. The pillow is fine. Thank you.
two truths and one lie. I would never be able to
Bite it.
figure anything out with him. No, there's no
Oh,
chance.
I'm good at that game. I'm very good at that game.
I know.
All right. Well, I got an idea. How about we take a
Write
break
all this
here?
down, cut it.
Yeah, we'll definitely cut all that. Yeah, we'll probably do a true truth, one lie as soon as we get back. But
I
let's hear
like
from
this.
Bird about how the crew Chew did, and then we will talk about the triumphant return of the man, the myth, the legend. We'll be right back.
This episode of the Upper 90 Club is brought to you, as always, by Supporter Supply Company. Hi, friends, this is your good pal Morgan Hughes, here to talk to you about a serious issue facing 96% of all crew supporters in Columbus. Why, not enough free shipping, of course. For a limited time now, through the eventual heat death of the universe, Upper 90 Club listeners can use the promo code Upper90Boys. That's boys with a Z on the end of it, at checkout for free delivery on absolutely any order over $10. But Morgan, what if I order $10 worth of stickers, or those goddamned buttons, or some other combination of small items that make you want to kill yourself? Will the free shipping still apply then, even as you curse our family, while you package up our little tiny annoying ass order for us? Of course it will. That's just how much we here at Supporter Supply value our friends at the Upper 90 Club. So head on over to supportersupply.co and use the promo code Upper90Boys. That's boys with a Z at checkout for free shipping on all your orders over $10. And don't forget to tell them that your friends at the Upper 90 Club sent ya.
Hey everyone, and thanks for having me here to give you a quick update about how the Crew 2 did last week. Unfortunately, not coming with really good news. They played Chattanooga FC away, and they lost 2-0. And it's not a game that I think we can take a lot from, because the second minute, our goalie Luke Pruder got a red card. It was a fast break, and he came out of the box to clear the ball, and kind of in a confusing series of events. The ball bounces and hits his arm. I think it was a little harsh of a call to call it a dog-so, because I don't think that the guy was going to catch the ball. There were several other Crew 2 players around it. But yeah, he got the red, so we played pretty much the entire game missing a man. Some of the highlights is that the Cappies were able to maintain the game scoreless for the vast majority of it. They did allow 2 goals later in the game, but Hafez, who is a new player playing center back, played really well, and Quinton Elliott also remains as someone who is really impressing me, and who I think at this point, he's in the first team contract, but is the Crew 2 player who is the most ready to get some minutes with the first team. And he would play that right center back or right wing back or right back role if he did play for the first team. So yeah, not a lot to talk about. I think that we are still doing pretty good as far as a defensive unit goes, and this is just a game that we're gonna have to shrug off and keep on playing. The next game coming up is against Connecticut United, a new team in MLS Next Pro. That's on the 11th of April. It's also away. And then we play against the New England Revolution 2 at home on April 18th. Hope to see lots of folks there, and hope for better results coming up. But again, a team that's playing well, a team that got a really unlucky break for this game, but still maintain composure, and good things ahead. See ya.
Thanks, Bird. Tommy, say caca. Say caca.
Cuckoo.
Oh, good. I like it.
That's like a cop. That's cuckoo.
Quack.
That works.
Quack.
Quack.
See, he went quack. I went honk.
Do birds make a honk noise?
Yeah, like Canadian goose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kiss him on the mouth.
Auga.
That's not a bird, Morton.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't get a chance to watch this game. I know, Mort, you texted me 2 minutes in, we got a red card. Our goalie got a red card.
Yeah, our goalie came out. I
heard it was crap.
He just probably covered it. So, yes, great.
Well, thanks,
I don't
Bird.
know. Kind of sucks. But that being said, I will say Chase Adams was playing for, I believe, was it the U20s or U18s? And he did score, I guess, a really good goal for them. So,
yeah,
Chase is doing some things.
Yeah, none of the first team's players played for Crew 2 this week. So
yeah, it was very stripped down.
I think they have a much needed training camp to get the Rydstrom, system working before Atlanta.
They were missing 6 players because Schulte, Moreira, Prestis, Arfston, Bangura, and Adams were all called up to some form of national team.
Hey,
U20s,
and how many
U18s.
people from Atlanta got called up, Tommy?
Yeah.
Galarza, Almiron. That might be it.
And I like how you call it some form of national team, because it was pretty much some form of national team that showed up. So
I was just saying because some were U18s.
Oh, yeah.
U20s.
Yeah, cool. Semantics. Yeah, let's read the internet. Okay, at the Crew Rhino. Do we know if it's Crew Rhino or Crew Reno? Kind of like Ronaldinho, that type of thing.
I think it was supposed to be Crew Reno.
Got it. Crew Rhino works as well. Clever girl, he says, or she. Yeah, touche. Source, which we have no idea. Tim Bezbachenko has agreed on a deal to return to Haslam Sports Groups to oversee its soccer branches, including the Columbus Crew. He'll arrive in mid-May upon the ending of Auckland's FC season. Hashtag Crew 96. So, for those who don't know, including Tommy, I'm not sure how much you know about Bezbachenko, but he was our GM for the longest time. He was brought on when the Crew came back in 2020. He's a local guy, went to DeSales High School, same age as all of us. Some of us, like Trey and I, grew up playing soccer against him. Went to Toronto, did great things, brought in, Bradley.
Before
and
that, he was even at the league offices. Before that,
yeah, he helped write a bunch of the Crew stuff. He is an absolute asset
MLS
to
stuff,
have.
MLS stuff.
Yeah, MLS. So like when the Haslams took over in 2020 and they brought him on, he helped build the team that won the cup. 2 cups in 3 years or something like that. Conflicting things we've heard about how much he was actually involved in all that, but I mean, suffices to say that he's a local boy, and it'd be nice to have him back. Carino was hinting before that, and other people were, that we were going to get somebody back. So the speculation of like Cucho, which is a non-thing, or Nagby returning or something like that. There's absolutely no way, but this kind of makes sense. I thought this would happen. I actually thought this would happen because I think he was.
Do you think it's real?
Did Keith say anything? Keith Nas. Unless Keith Nas said anything, I don't believe it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I'm kind of with that. But this is, ironically, like when I was setting up this episode after last week, because I knew we had a week off, I was going to talk about this because there's been a lot of heat with Issa Tall and like who he's brought in. So I kind of wanted to go over, when Bez left, what the team looked like and what Issa has done since then, and kind of give him a rating. Whether it's, justified or not for the amount of, stuff he's getting. So, does someone want to go ahead and read what the team looked like at the end of 2024 when Bez left?
Bez left June 6, 2024 with goalkeepers Hagen, Romero, Schulte, with defenders Amundsen, Camacho, Chaberco, Farsi, Herrera, Dewan Jones, Steven Moreira. Midfielders, Arfston, Shambo, Habrun, AZ Jackson, Marauka, Hinestroza, Derek Jones, Darlington Nagby, Sean Zawadzki. Forwards, Cucho, Ramirez, Rossi, and Russell Rowe.
So I'm going to go out and just say it right out. This roster, besides Cucho, is not that much better than what we currently have.
I said this.
You don't have Nagby.
Yeah, no.
How can
I
you
said
say
this.
that?
I said this before, and I will say it again.
Sure.
It might be looking back years from now. Would be the Cucho years or the Nagby years. It might not be the Nancy years.
Yeah, Tommy.
Depending on what Nancy does from here on out.
And Nancy was the coach during that time.
I know,
Yeah.
but
that was another person.
Who was the dominant force in that team? There was some players in that team.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying that, like, yeah, Nagby's a big miss, but he retired. It's not like this was a fault of the GM. Cucho is
Moved
the name
up
on there that makes the biggest difference on these rosters.
Yeah, good thing he moved to Spain to make the Colombian national team.
Did he make it? I actually don't know. He didn't.
No,
make
he
it,
didn't.
Did
He wasn't called up for the squad, right?
I think he was injured.
So
He's playing again. He's back from injury.
Yeah,
but he was hurt for a handful of weeks.
Got it.
Well, I mean that's my take. I mean, I'm gonna say Issa C-.
Well,
Like
B-, I will say.
I wouldn't. So what I want to like, help everybody kind of understand is where we were at when Bez left, and what Issa has been in charge of since he left. I have always been by, and I think we had talked about it prior.
Bold statement.
We talked about this 100 times.
Exactly, but we haven't addressed like who he's actually brought in. We talk about Cucho up and down, just like everybody loves to talk about, or Cucho replacement, which is not.
And he
a
was
thing.
a part.
And
Isa was a part of that Cucho deal too.
correct. And the other thing too is like we were like, Darlington Nagbe was such an important piece. Tommy can speak to how big of a piece Darlington Nagbe is on a team that wins a cup, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, him retiring is a matter of time. I think Cucho leaving makes perfect sense. So, this next list I want someone to read is who he has brought in, and actually go from bottom to top, because this is who the Columbus Crew have brought in since April of 2025.
So we got.
So it would be. Go ahead.
Gazdog, who they extended immediately. I think maybe before he played any minutes, maybe after his first match.
And
I think that was
almost 2.6 million.
Gazdag, Aliu, who's already gone back to Houston. Herrera, Picard, Abu Ali, Bangura, Zenge, who he's not actually on the team, right?
Right.
Bangura, Tiare, Akunzada, and Gomez. Gomes.
And so right underneath that are the players that are out. So from that original, and here's kind of where I want to start this topic, is he got rid of AZ Jackson. Does anybody have a problem with Issa letting AZ Jackson go?
Nope.
He starts for maybe the best team in MLS last year.
He didn't start recently, but
okay,
he gets minutes. He does.
And they don't look as good as they did either. So that's the other thing. So Vancouver.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Cole Maroka, who is on loan, doesn't really count. Jason Russell Rowe.
Fine.
It says 3.8 million, 2.4, like a $2.4 million fee for Jason Russell Rowe.
Yeah.
Is that good business?
That's good business.
That's good business.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Lassi Lapalainen. We rated him. We rated him, but we were paying him $300,000.
Yeah, but that's an average, less than an average.
Which isn't really that bad for a veteran.
Yeah, but
not the best move, not terrible. B minus.
But he brought him in and let him go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like to cover up.
We'll call it
injuries and stuff like that.
Lassi Lapalainen is his Perry Kitchen.
I think Blassie did better than Perry.
Yeah, but Tim brought in Perry.
Yeah.
He brought in BWP. He brought in Caleb Porter.
But just like all right. So anyway, so we got rid of Lapalainen. We got rid of Abraham Romero, which I think I'm the only person that really liked Abraham Romero, which is not a thing. And then Aliu,
I think he's got the record for red cards, considering the amount of time that he played.
2 games.
Red cards per minute. Yeah.
Red cards per minute. Nailed it.
And then Aliu, we both got re-signed and then sold back to Houston. I think we sold him back
You're
at a profit.
I think
we made like $10. I think
it was minuscule.
Hey man, money's money, baby girl.
Yeah, $10
and the people he had contract extensions was Daniel Gastog, which we talked about. He extended Rudy Camacho, Evan Bush, Ruvalcaba, Morera, Sadik, Aliu, but that was a wash. Russell Rowe, that was positive. And then just recently, I think again, we extended Sean Zawadzki's contract.
Well, that's good.
Okay, so I want to ask this question to the person who's been hating on Issa Tall for 8 months. What do you think about this list, Ben?
I think the issue is that I have is that we have added, I would say unproven Bangura, unproven Akungzade. I think they actually will be good. My issue is when you look at the list that he inherited, I think Malti Amundsen, Rudy Camacho, Chiburko and Morera.
Yeah.
in the back. We needed a center back. My frustration is when you're looking at the team, we needed a center back. We probably needed a midfielder, and a playmaking midfielder. And he hasn't filled either one of those roles. I'm sick of hearing, a playmaker. So like, I'm sick of hearing like a Cucho replacement or a Nagbe replacement. Like I said, like Tommy said it earlier, like, oh, everybody keeps talking about a Nagbe replacement. When did Nagbe leave? Like a decade ago? So like, you're not going to get a replacement for these players. These players are irreplaceable. So like,
just
look
like
at your
Cucho.
team.
Yep.
Yeah, the Cucho thing. Yeah, and like
it's lightning in a bottle. Like, I mean, you're right, Ben. I mean, 100%. Like, you're not going to go out and just get another Cucho for what did we get? $7 million is what we paid for him. Like,
yeah, we made a bunch.
Well, no. I mean, that's what we paid. I forget what we sold. It was 11 or 12 or whatever it may be. But still, like, I mean, for $7 million, you're not getting. You're gonna that's a great pickup.
Let's be real. Cucho was our what was it, Giovinco for Toronto.
Yep.
Lightning in the
Joseph
bottle.
Martinez for Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly. Hit the right time, right player at the right time, in the right age, hungry, and carried the team, and got that. And after they left, it was kind of a vacuum. You saw Toronto; they haven't been relevant after he left.
All right, Ben.
Yeah, they just beat us.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was about to say.
Yeah, like.
Not relevant. We lost.
And then, and the reality is
But that's 9 years.
We lost Nancy as well. And so who did he bring in to replace him? While our record is not good, I still like the appointment of Henrik. And I can eat those words here in half a season, but as it stands right now, I think that was a good decision. And looking at who he's brought in, like, I think Wessam is phenomenal. Herrera is great. I mean, Picard is a miss, but like,
disagree. But
I don't think a miss. I just don't think it's a starter.
Wait, hold on. I want to give Haas one sentence to defend that.
A miss? Like,
yeah.
Think about the other players that could be. You like Sadic over him? Like,
I didn't say
he brings something to the
miss.
field, and I don't think he's a miss. I think he's young, and I think he can develop. And I like his energy on the field, and clearly the coach does as well.
It just would be nice if he would get a haircut.
That's the last of my concerns.
Dude,
as with Piet and tucking in his shirt, not the last of mine.
I disagree on Picard. I think you will find that he is going to be a less than little dribbly boy from Romania.
I mean, you want to talk about a miss? I'm talking about extending a contract of Rudy Camacho.
Oh,
like, why would we not bring in young, talented center backs? Like, why are we extending a 40-year-old?
I don't hate extending him, but you need to have something else to just have stability. Somebody, he's a leader in the locker room and all that, but you need something new around him, right? You need to bring in somebody that can take that spot, and he can be the backup. And then I just don't mean backup like in the lineup, but backup like, hey, I have been in this league for many years, and I have the experience and all that stuff, and be the second coach, right?
Well, we're getting not only Morton, but 2-1 Morton.
Yeah,
2-1 bot took over there.
Probably my internet.
But no, I agree with what 2-1 Morton said. It is Josh Williams as he was retiring and going out the door to the other younger players. That is what Camacho could be on this team. If there were other players that were signed that were like tallied to be the replacement, that isn't on this roster right now.
Yeah, I think my frustration is, my frustration is at the beginning of this season, we identified that we needed a defender, and he did nothing to get it. And, we'll see.
Let's give him Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I don't disagree with you. We needed a defender, and that was not anywhere near.
And let's go back. Let's go back a year.
A year.
Can't you
2025.
get a loan or some kind of short-term deal and see how it works out with some kind of player instead of going half a season without a spot and waiting for like that? I understand Nagby was still on the DP at that point, but get somebody in the door so we have a striker going into 2025 instead of waiting all year, right? I don't understand it. You see it this year. Some teams does it. They take a chance to spend some money, get somebody in the door, and pay them good money. And then if it works out, they're willing to pay the extension of it, right? Why didn't we do that last year? That's also a ridiculous thing.
We talked about that it might have been a Nazi thing where he's like, I'm fine with what I have. And my frustration was we thought about that. Clearly he had decided earlier than we can probably imagine that he was going to leave. So like, not only did they do nothing to the roster, they turned around and he knew he was going to leave and kind of left us high and dry straight up. And I think that kind of sucks. So when everybody's saying,
would it be interesting to be in the office there and just listen in to the conversation and really understand what's going on?
It's different. So by doing this, I wanted to kind of show everybody out in crew world that, you know, I get the frustration, but you know, when you look at who he's brought, what he inherited, who he, you know, got rid of, you know, Russell Rowe, AZ, Lapalainen, Romero, Aliu, I think we can all agree those are probably completely fine. And then he's brought on people like, you know, he like re-signed Herrera, brought on Wessam. I think Wessam is great. Bangura could be very good. Gomez, I think, is an absolute steal.
Yes.
For Lille.
I think so too.
Like that guy has still got more to give. And like, he's only been here for like 3 weeks. He was there for like 3 days and started and played and looked better than any of our center midfielders. It's a win.
Well,
like I think
and
that's a win.
They kept talking about how he studied Rydstrom's previous teams as well as the crew, like coming in, like just getting excited and trying to prepare to be ready for the team.
Yeah, he's you know, he's positive. I will give a pass to the gas dog thing. I think extending the contract is unforgivable given that he hasn't proved anything after like a week. But when I
think that was an agreement. There was like an MLS thing, I think, where they're like, it was predetermined. They probably couldn't sign the contract before after a certain date. And then it was automatically like they extended it as agreed on there, because it was like, you don't sign the DP you want for like, what was it, 9 months or whatever it was. Yeah. You sign him for like 3 years. So I get that one.
Yeah. And the other thing that is kind of underlined here is that it clearly states that he's going to come back to the Haslam's group. He's not going to take over GM. He's going to oversee operations. So that also, operations. Yeah. So that also means that they're, you know, kind of getting ready for a NWSL team under the Haslams.
NWSL 2 C-Bus.
Yeah. So
get on it if you haven't somehow.
If he does,
Tommy, I thought Cleveland was going to get one, but
yeah, I did too.
Out of nowhere. I mean, that was the rumors. They were in the lead, but Haslam wasn't going to own that, was he?
Probably.
No, not in Cleveland.
Yeah, he would.
I don't think so.
They were building a stadium. I mean, there's still talk that they're building one.
Yeah.
But it's like right across the street from where the baseball stadium is there. But then Atlanta came in out of nowhere and got one. It was crazy.
And Cleveland could still get it under the Haslams, and he would oversee that. So I think I keep reading online, like, we need Bez back. And I'm like, well, you know, when you take a look at the actual players and what's happened, you know,
I think it's big. I really think it's bigger than that, though. I mean, we talked about it earlier. Like, Bez worked for the league office. He was right under our whatever you want to call it.
He helped write all the silly rules.
He understands TAM, GAM, and trade allocate. Like, he gets every single part of it.
You sure it doesn't work for Miami on the side on the contract?
But having Tim Bezpachinko with the Rolodex that he can pick up the phone and call any GM, any coach, any agent that he wants to, because he is Tim Bezpachinko. He has that ability. That's different than anything else. Issa hasn't done a bad job, but he is not Tim Bezpachinko. And I think that's the part of it that if he does come back in whatever role it may be for Haslam Sports Group or for the Columbus Crew, whatever that looks like,
it's big.
It's big. That is big.
It's a positive step.
It's kind of it's like want to make the right move, and he can be like, "Hey, Bess, I really need to get in with this guy," and it's like, "Oh yeah, I can get you in," right?
But you don't feel like it's a step down for him?
No.
For what he's doing currently.
I think it's probably.
You said he was with Auckland?
No. He was with the Black Knight Group. Which
but they said
Auckland
as soon as Auckland is over, that means he's overseeing like what? A-League?
Yeah.
Yeah, A-League is absolutely awful.
Right. I think it's one of those things that reading between the lines, and
he's a local guy.
He probably took it. It is a step up. Probably isn't what he anticipated it being. And he looked and said, hey, what, coming back to MLS, like, this is a great scenario. Like, that's purely speculation. That's purely
I can live in Columbus. I have family here. I grew up here. I have all my friends here.
2024. It just feels like a failure of some sort.
I think
it may have been a failure for him professionally. I don't think it's a failure for the Crew and for MLS in general.
I'm sure move from here to here to here, probably double his salary. I'm sure he's okay.
Yeah.
I think it has more to do with, I think Bournemouth is going to get sold. I think Black Knight is an investor group and they're going to liquidate and he's going to get out. That's what I think. Bournemouth is now an officially established EPL team.
If that's the case.
Everybody's looking at trying to offload their EPL teams. I know right now, like the other team I follow, Wimbledon, is in the process of getting actually for the first time, like not fan owned. Yeah, they're going to sell 51%. So like, it's just, I think that the Black Knight Group is just going to,
I think that is
sell
where
at a profit. And
global soccer probably is a little bit different than MLS. I mean, MLS still has big owners, Arthur Blank and other people who want to spend a lot of money, which is fine, but it's not the same level of EPL and German type teams. But
I'm convinced he left knowing that he would come back in a bigger role if it presented itself.
Sure. I mean, he's positioned himself.
We thought he would come back as commissioner.
Which,
good point.
Well, I still don't believe Crew Rhino. Like, so
did you say Crew Rhino or did you say I don't believe Crew right now?
Crew,
because I'm
Reno,
with you on
Crew
both.
Rhino, I do not that's not. I don't believe this as a fact
because
he posted it on
by Matthew Haas and not the Upper 90 Club in total.
I mean,
either way, if he were to come back, I don't see any negative in that. Tommy, aren't you happy you stayed around for this debate?
Well, I was just I'd say, I mean, something a little bit similar is like Atlanta just hired a guy that helped run Tigres and Club America as their president of soccer. And he's basically going to be looking over Atlanta United and the NWSL team. So, I mean, that's a little bit of similarity there. I mean, you want to bring someone in to help do that.
Do you hold their feet to the fire like we do? Because it was always kind of the coach, but we always went after not even the ownership. It'd be like the front office. Like it's always been like a battle between it feels like a battle between the fans of the front office.
And at the same time, that's why Bez is like a hero too, right? So because he was we give him kudos for putting that together. So I don't know if this is the same thing. Do you know? I bet some clubs people don't know who is in charge, right?
I think, absolutely. Yeah. I think some of the smaller clubs aren't as popular, but like for Atlanta, just when you hire Garth Lagerwey years ago, and he comes from, Seattle and big, I mean, nonstop winner over there. Garth came in and said never missed the playoffs ever in MLS with multiple teams. And it just didn't work out. Like the guy, always had a limited salary cap to work with. And then all of a sudden you went from shopping at, Walgreens for your DPs and now you're going to Saks and you're able to buy whatever you want. Dude, sometimes Walgreens it just doesn't work out.
Expensive.
Yeah, Walgreens is really expensive.
So expensive.
Yeah.
But no, I know what you're saying. I think it's important for
Do they have
the
dress
crew.
shirts at Walgreens?
Hold on.
I've never seen one.
No.
I Uber eated a thermometer from there once. It was like
You ate a
$18.
thermometer?
It was after the season opener for Atlanta. I got a mysterious illness.
Just for the mercury?
Was it via your butt?
It wasn't a
You
butt
ate a
thermometer.
Dude,
No,
anything's a butt
they're all
thermometer if you just,
they're all butt thermometers.
they're all butt thermometers.
Yeah, I mean,
God's pocket?
put it everywhere.
Sweet, sweet God's pocket. Well, yeah, I'm always curious about how everybody else views the operations of their clubs and stuff like that. Atlanta is pretty out there with their coaches and front office. Like, who's running what. Montreal is just one guy. So,
but think about like the general manager position of an MLS. Like, just look across like all the leagues. Like, it has to be the hardest general manager position of all the sports. Just because there's so many rules in MLS that you have to look at, the U22s, the TAM, all of that there. Like, it's unless you're Miami, because then you could just hit the button and just say, do whatever we want.
You look at it and you go, how do I? Oh, I don't care about it. Yeah, okay.
it's just Epstein's redacted rules. They're like, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
But it's got to be difficult to be able to run all of that. And you just see like there's a couple guys that have been able to run, their team in to consistently be a winner. Right. And then, but like, look what happened to Philadelphia. Philadelphia was legit and then went to the gutter. And then within a year, like came back. Like MLS is crazy on how like you could go from top to bottom so quick. But the teams that are consistent, 3, 4, 5 years as a contender for MLS Cup.
But
I mean, you got to throw money at those guys.
You are spelling out the reason why a Tim Bezbachenko,
That's why we loved him. Yeah,
that is why it is so valuable in this
He
league.
knew the ins and outs.
Because other leagues, EPL, Bundesliga, whatever it may be, they've got salary caps and they've got other stuff. Not all of the business metrics that they have put into place to try and create parity.
Yeah, not triggered.
That's having a Bezbachenko or having another type GM that knows the system and can really work it.
And work within a
gold.
single entity, all that garbage. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And to be clear, Haas doesn't believe this is a real thing.
Correct. Just because Crew Rhino said it, I don't believe it.
Yeah, it's true. I haven't. I
need to
couldn't
ask,
find it
are
anywhere
you
else.
calling him or her a liar?
Are you Crew Rhino?
I'm calling them a internet sensation. That's what they'd like to be, at least. I mean,
what a fancy way of getting around saying liar.
It's an X account. They're still on X. Like, they're not posting on Blue Sky. They're posting.
That's why I haven't seen it.
So wait, if Blue Sky was on Blue Sky, you'd say it was legit?
Yeah, he would.
Not
trust the person more.
I think X is a garbage.
Yeah, I know Elon runs it and all that, but still, I mean,
it's just like
there's legit rumors that are on there. Can I just say something real quick? Like, even in MLS, like, you have to continue to evolve with the league as well. And I think a lot of these people that run teams aren't evolving. Perfect example, Garth Lagerwey didn't believe in the U22 spots because he said there were lottery tickets and he didn't feel like wasting money on it. Well, if you really want to have a good roster, one, you got to have a couple academy players. If you can get 1 or 2 to start on a regular basis, that's a cheat code. But U22s, you find 1 or 2 of those U22s that could be at least a decent bench guy to come in and produce. Like, these are all cheat codes. But when you got a guy that comes in here, I understood he took Seattle and took him a lot of places, but you say you don't want to bring in any U22s. I'm sorry, you're just not growing with the league.
Yeah, completely. And especially like a lot of teams are positioning themselves as kind of like a sell-on, which I don't hate. Like, play the youth, get them out there. Maybe don't buy a 36-year-old goalkeeper and start him over a youth goalkeeper.
I mean, the U22
Atlanta.
spot is made to help you with your salary cap.
Yeah. Hugo Picard's a prime example.
Aliu was technically a U22 spot as well.
Which is wild. Absolutely wild. And I think, Habrun is still 12. So
I think he's 19,
Yeah, but he's
20.
He's homegrown.
he's 21.
Yeah, homegrown.
Yeah, he's a homegrown player.
Which, you know, in crew, like I said, in crew world, I think that's very important to have local things like Bez. Like, you know, Aiden Morris was from Florida, but like he's a Columbus guy. Nagby, you know, an Ohio guy. But
I mean,
I don't know.
The other rumor I heard about was Berhalter potentially coming back. Sebastian.
Oh.
From why?
I mean, his family doesn't.
Yeah,
live
because
here
Crew
now,
Rhino's first
but-
post was about like we're gonna see someone we're all familiar with again.
Yeah.
And I think Vancouver is struggling financially, or
they're moving to
potentially selling the team, or
Yeah. I don't. Okay.
San Antonio.
I
Was that I
am.
heard? Something?
I am a self-proclaimed Berhalter apologist. Totally get it. Like, I would like to see Sebastian come back.
Oh,
I mean,
hell yeah, I'll take Sebastian. But why would he go here?
I mean, he literally grew up playing here.
No, but I mean, like he will go overseas. He will go to the championship.
Yeah, I think he's on Aiden's level.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I don't see how that
again.
happen.
Internet rumor, just like the Crew Rhino rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Tommy, where can we find you? Where can we find Tommy? Tommy!
ScarvesandSpikes.com.
What about your
and
personal
Tommy
stuff?
ATL 96.
Hey, did you guys do the story about the turf on the Stars and Spikes? Did some about the grass?
We did.
The stadium. I read that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. They invited everyone in to come check out the grass and show all the lights and how they're keeping it there. I mean, like there's like everybody keeps saying like, oh, we should have grass all the time. Like the money it costs to maintain that. Crazy.
I read that whole story because I Googled before the game. Was like, are they going to play on turf? And then it was like, the first thing that popped up was you guys' story about the grass in there and how they're going to replace it again.
Scarves and Spikes loves grass.
Yes,
they
do.
Only one member.
Yeah, I feel like only one member.
The best member. I mean,
No, it was well written.
Some might say the
good
only
pictures.
member.
I liked it.
Well,
What you didn't know about grass and too scared to ask about.
I mean, to be fair, I watched the game yesterday, the men's national team game against Belgium. It looked really good. Like on camera, I didn't notice any slipping, anything that was like usually.
At the very beginning, they were
happens.
slipping like crazy, but
I think the ball was dying at a couple places though. Like that was the thing that a few of us noticed. Like, but other than that,
but that's why you play the games before the World Cup. I mean, which is good. I mean, I think it's all wonderful. But
I do want to say one thing. I saw some people from Nordic and places kind of hating a little bit of Arston. I don't like it. You should be excited about having a guy representing you for the national team. It's awesome. And I think for the most part, he did a really good job.
He played
except for
terrible.
that. No, he had that one. Other than that, I think he did fine.
Trash.
The game was over at that point.
Yeah. He was put in an impossible situation, and
So
told
be
to run out
excited
there.
that
That
you
seems
have
to be
somebody.
your
It's not a normal thing for Columbus Crew to have a guy represented on the national team anymore. So it's awesome
and actually getting minutes.
Yes. So be excited.
Yeah. No Atlanta people eat it.
Yeah,
Tommy.
now I'm getting excited.
Prove it. All right. Well, we'll talk about all this stuff, and we will see what you guys Saturday 7:30 Hotlanta. And we'll see if all those ties that everybody thinks is going to happen is going to happen. But until then, you know what we say, boys.
Thanks everyone for joining the club. We hope you'll listen next week and every week, even in the off season, to celebrate or commiserate. We'll save you a seat. If you like this podcast, please give us 5 stars and subscribe. You can email us at upper90clubpod@gmail.com. That's upper90clubpod@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at upper90clubpod. Go Crew!
All right,
What
the
is going
song
on with-
sucks.
How do we
Get Hawes out of here. Get him the fuck out. Get
Turn
the fuck
shit
out, dude.
off.
I'm running.
What's next? Aerosmith?